Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Ajayi. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And Jeffrey's got it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. This is Ajayi. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Play clock winding down. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Ground. This is Jalen Richard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Vinny Curry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's the offense for Philadelphia. We were discussing it a little bit earlier when Carson Wentz came out for the first time, but over 400 yards of offense last week against Denver.
Yeah, and they were pretty balanced in doing it because Jay Ajayi, who they just acquired from the Miami Dolphins, they got him right into the lineup, didn't they? 77 yards and a touchdown, only 8 carries to get that done. So their ability to run the ball, Wentz's ability to throw the ball, I'd hate to have to game plan for them on defense.
They run with Ajayi. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 27. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. They run Smallwood. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Wentz to throw on second down. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with the Garrett Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, here's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now it's Ajayi. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. maybe they'll do that.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Play action. Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And some room to maneuver. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Lynch busting free. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 58 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Timmy Jernigan able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there at 22.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception...
Jay's going to go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he knocks it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They'll try to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Carr to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing his car on third down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And complete right side to Cook. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. And out come the Eagles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
He may try and run for this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out here with the option left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.